everybody, I am Sotenga. Welcome to Sotenga Stream Stuff. And tonight I was thinking of kicking it old school, but then again that's what I usually do, so I guess it's not really much different from any other night. But tonight I was thinking of getting on Life Force, aka Salamander, whatever you want to call it. You know what? I think I'll actually go with the Japanese version, because it has a cooler title screen and an actual ending. Other than that, I don't think there are any differences with it, so I'm going to leave it on the attract mode until somebody pops in. I know that's probably bad form, but I just want to see if I can get anyone. Well, maybe not, maybe not. I don't know. This isn't doing bad for an attract demo, I will say. Yeah, screw it, I'll just get right into it. So yeah, let's see if my skill in shmups has rusted any. Oh, I'm sure it has. Of course, I gotta get the options first. Not only are they generally the most valuable power-up you can have, but you can actually reclaim them if you die. Ah, hey there, Mazen Kaiser. This is indeed Life Force, although I'm actually playing the Japanese version Salamander. There really isn't much difference between the two versions, except that Salamander has more of an ending. Somewhat. And yeah, you can get the options back after you die, if you're quick enough. If not, they just kind of sidle off the left side of the screen. Although, I know it's how you can do it in the arcade version, but my memory's actually wonking out and wondering if that's how it works in the NES version. I actually don't remember. But I'm not going to die on purpose to test it. And there's the laser. Yeah, Gradius is kind of infamous for its whole thing about having to... Ooh, wow, lots of slowdown. Having to walk back all the power that you lost when you have to... whenever you die. I want to say this game is a little more merciful about that. It was good, because it's kind of tough for a first level. Alright, so we want to push through here. And go through there. I kind of hate this part. But yeah, you see, I got my options back. Ta-da! I can't remember how to get through that wall without beefing it. That's no good. Very slow transition into the boss, who... This boss is thankfully a chump royale. But he's got a cool design. I called it a chump and I got killed. Great, great. Just fucking fantastic. I'm doing it again, aren't I? 2 lives lost in level 1. That's terrible. That's really not good at all. Not a good start, to say the least. I won't lie that I am rusty on this game, but it's not too long a one, so if I have to continue... Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. Now I lost an option, so if I may please be getting it back. So yeah, I finally got to an ending of Elden Ring yesterday, and yet I still don't feel fully finished with the game. I do feel a little bit ashamed that I had to pull out the Mimic Tear summon on Millennia, but she is by and far the most bullshit boss that From has ever made, and I don't think it's even close. Oh yeah, there are multiple endings. I want to say there's like 5 or 6. I think 6. Which is more than in prior games. I'm not sure if there's a special one for NG+. Oh boy, if I do NG+ it, I've just spent so much time on this game. I probably won't do that for a while, I don't know. I'm just kind of checking to make sure that I have most of the best equipment that I can get already before I decide to tackle it all over again. I don't know. Using the slowdown to my advantage. Anyway, I'm almost already considering getting into another Souls-like. That being, of course, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, which would make it the first Final Fantasy game that I played since Theatrhythm. Yeah, I gotta admit, Final Fantasy, for the most part, hasn't gone in directions that I personally like, but hey, an action RPG by the creators of Neo, set in the universe? Well, fuck, why not? Of course, it is drawing some, attention for its very 7th gen growly protagonist, Jack. Yeah, I don't really know what it would tilt towards myself, but I have been hearing good about it so far, so... I know, Mazum, that you are or have been thoroughly mired in Neo 2. I need to get back to the last DLC on that someday. Neo 2 is really excellent. I mean, I like the first game a lot, but 2 is just better. It does Oh! No, my options! Fuck! God. Well, it's Gradius Syndrome, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have to take on the boss with my fucking pea shooter. Great. Goddamn Christ-tastic. Yeah, Souls-likes are... They're my favorite time sinks. Unlike other RPGs, at least they have amazing boss fights that aren't based entirely on crunching numbers. I say this rather biasedly against other RPGs. I mean, I can appreciate a good traditional RPG when it comes along. I mean, hell, Earthbound's one of my favorite games ever, and the combat's as Spartan as you can get on that one. I don't know, just something about a lot of relatively modern RPGs feel like too much for me, like they're a bit overdone. I don't know, maybe that's bias seeping in. I have tried to get into Monster Hunter like 3 or 4 times, and it just hasn't sunk in. So I feel like taking the low road of being mad at Capcom for focusing so much on a series that I've come to realize I don't think I care for. I mean, you think I'd like Monster Hunter because the focus are essentially the bosses. But I don't know. There's just something about the formula that doesn't sit with me, and I really couldn't tell you what it is. Fucking asswipe! I forgot it did that. Anyway, this stage is rather infamous. It's one of those games that requires cooperation, huh? Well, that probably explains it, because I'm generally not into those. Except for Deep Rock Galactic. That game's tops. Yeah, I know. I'm a bitter loner, so what? I am a sad, sad man when you get right down to it. Not the most excellent play of Life Force, but we can continue. I don't know if the continues are limited or not, though. I guess we'll find out. Maybe. I don't know, though. I don't like anything that feels tantamount. I don't like most things that feel tantamount to being an MMO. You know, like, you have to coordinate with several people, and it can just be like an investment. I mean, I do hear that Rise... God damn it! God damn it! Jesus, I'm really eating shit tonight. And then, of course, you know, it's... not even to mind the damn prominence flames here. Why, thank you. Maybe this game is a little more stressful than I'm used to nowadays. I mean, hopefully continues are unlimited. Jesus Christ. You know, I found this stage very tough when I was young. Looks like I've, kind of regressed, huh? Yeah, well. But yeah, I really wish I did like Monster Hunter more, but I don't know, I'm just thinking they're really not my thing. And, I don't know, I have the demo of Rise installed on here, maybe I'll get to it sometime. But maybe I won't. It's not really on my top priority radar. Okay, this stage is starting to piss me off. Gradius Syndrome. Gradius Syndrome. I have tried past games. In fact, I got Generations Ultimate for cheap. And then fucked around in the Coliseum for about an hour, making absolutely zero progress, and then just kind of junking it. I mean, someone would probably tell me that's the quote-unquote wrong way to play, but if I can't enjoy it primarily for the action, then what can I enjoy it for? Riddle me this. Alright, try not to get hit by the fucking Potamoos this time, you stupid idiot. Why do I keep dying here? This is just awful, awful play. Well, I'm forced to work with minimalism because I don't really have any other option. At least I have one more life than I did in prior instances. Well, this stage is kind of horseshit. It does, I think, require a little bit of memorization. Yeah, I guess the Colosseum isn't really the way to enjoy the game, quote-unquote, but I don't know. I'm not so fond of the whole hunting-gathering mechanic. I just want good boss fights. And I want them soon. My god, Well, looks like continues are limited after all. Oh, Jesus. I can't even beat the fucking third stage. And let me guess, there's a lot of crafting in there, too. Because if there is... Granted, there's crafting in Elden Ring, but it is relatively secondary. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to start dropping save states, because I'm obviously not as good at this as I used to be. Gotta play it safe. Gotta play it safe. Unfortunately. I'm gonna call a mulligan on that. Maybe I should try a less stressful game tonight. I really don't seem to be gelling with this one. I see. I guess I should ask, like, what really is, Mazin, what most appeals to you personally about the Monster Hunter series? Like, how do I put it? Like, what's the secret sauce that makes this game work the way it does? I don't know how better to put it, really, but yeah. And or, what does it do better that other games don't do as well? Because it just seems like there's been so much craze about Monster Hunter lately, and I kind of feel like I'm missing out by just not getting it. I don't know. But... You know, maybe that's just quote-unquote FOMO. I don't know. Maybe I just want Capcom to do Mega Man X9. Okay, so the bosses... It's weird. I should love it because the bosses take front and center. But... I don't know. I just don't like the actual combat as much as I think I should. I guess just compared to Souls combat, and this is just going to feel ironic, but this feels a little too slow to me. I don't know how better to put it. I don't know, maybe I'm just making excuses at this point. Maybe maybe I need just to sit down and try harder to get into them. But then again, I'm not a huge fan of having to really try to get into a series. Usually, it either just clicks with me right away, or it doesn't, and I don't really look back for the most part. I don't know, maybe I'm being arbitrary about this. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Alright, so it was an adjustment to get into then. That's fair. I don't know why I'm sounding so bummed out about this. I mean, I just spent 120 hours of my quote-unquote life on Elden Ring, and for the most part, I don't regret it. Except for Millennia, but we don't talk about Millennia. Well, that does help. But most of the fights that I got into, and there weren't very many of them admittedly, but they kind of got sloggy. I don't know, maybe I was just playing it the wrong way after all. I'm not sure. Like I said, I do hear Rise is the most accessible game of the series so far. So maybe it really would be worth getting into that one at least, but... wow, I'm sounding really bummed out talking about Monster Hunter. Allow me to play asshole's advocate and ask this of you, Mazin. Is there any case where... he's usually... Well, you know, I can understand that. Now, let me ask you, is there any case where you get tired of a company making a franchise that you really don't care about, and you wish that they would explore other options? Because I'm sure most of us, at least, think that is something. Like I said, I'm not going to throw Monster Hunter completely to the wolves. Rise does sound more like my speed, so I might check it out someday. But... I'm just asking out of curiosity at this point. Also, not to jinx it, but it seems I found my groove a bit more here. Boom. Definitely help if I can keep the shield up in maintenance. Broken itch. Be careful about that. Oh boy, here come the rocks. Yeah, that's a good answer. Atlas pretty much is the SMT machine nowadays, for better or worse. It's kind of funny thinking about their origins as making licensed games for LJN back in the day. At least, as I recall, and my memory is rusty, but I think that Friday the 13th was theirs? Or was it Jaws? It was one of those games. Oh, hey, a bonus! That is a good idea. I'll be careful about it if I can. They did do Friday the 13th, yes. Sweet. And yeah, possibly Jaws. Might have done more than one. I know Nightmare on Elm Street was rare, though. Alright, let me be careful for the bouncy balls here. Because those did not do me any favors last time. There we go. I'm past the worst part yet. Yeah, bonus, I just totally ate shit on Stage 3, and I'm really ashamed about that, so I'm giving the game another try. And, this time's going better so far. But I don't want to jinx it, so... we'll see how that all turns out. I mean, you know how to make their boss musics. Wham! No, they are not. They definitely are not, I tell you what. I did see you attempting it, but I'm not sure if I logged on long enough to see if you actually accomplished it. That's one I couldn't 1cc. Much as I love that game, the final few areas get extremely horseshit, as you so aptly demonstrated. Eschatos is excellent, though. Everyone should totally play it. Radius Syndrome. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bonus. That would fucking devastate me. That's like launch computer out window levels of rage. It hurts more when you're so close. It really does. That reminds me of my failed Streets of Rage play that I had a few weeks back. I would have been one hit away from defeating Mr. X, but one gunsmack later, I lost my last continue. Oh, man. Well, you did much better than I would have, so kudos where it's due. The back center is generally where you want to stay at this area. Now you see, this is Gradius Syndrome full on. I am crushing this level now that I'm at full power. Of course, I'm hoping to keep my force field in case I need it again. There we go. Bonus life. Also, Bonus, I'd like to ask, since I've been talking about it with Mazin, what's your opinion on Monster Hunter? He loves the series. I am very indifferent and intimidated by it. I've tried several times to get into it, and I just bounce off like rubber every time, so... I'm wondering if I should really just buckle down and earnestly attempt to get into the... never played it well. I guess that ends that discussion. No, I gotcha. If you haven't... I mean, I've mostly just played it through demos for the most part. I did play the full product of Manhunt Generation Ultimate on Switch, but not for very long before I just decided to abandon it because I wasn't clicking with it. Abandoned it and opt to play Red Dead Redemption 2 instead. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought was fucking excellent. I didn't think I would love it so much, but I was a fan of the first one, so... Hey, no problem, Mazin. You take care. Thank you for keeping company and listening to my, whining about Monster Hunter. Thank you so much. You take care, and I'll see you later. Yeah, Yakuza and Ys. Both series starting with Y. Well, I'm huge on the Yakuza series, or Like a Dragon, as the case may warrant, but playing too many of them can maybe be a bad idea, because, I mean, let's be honest, most of the games are rather similar to each other, for better or worse. It's like the King of Fighters series. There's all sorts of differences, but you probably wouldn't know about them if you're not a total geek-ass maniac in the series like I am. I forgot about the speed section. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a nice donut. Yes, they are definitely intimidating to start. Most of them take a bit of a while to get going. Especially Yakuza 3. The beginning of that one is slow. Yeah, I've got a bit of a backlog myself, but every time there's a new year that comes out, I try and focus on buckling down and playing whatever games look interesting in the year. Elden Ring might be a problem, though. I meant to start on Tunic today, since someone actually gifted me that, and I've heard it's a great game. But, I just wasted today just mostly grinding up on Elden Ring and trying to find good weapons and items I hadn't before. This is despite technically beating the game. I don't know, I'm pathetic. Ah, Pranzo's playing Tunic right now. How's Tunic look, by the way? In your opinion, because, I have heard lots of good so far. Jesus Christ, look how many lives I have. I like how organy this stage looks. He's had nothing good things to say about. Excellent. Well, then I'm going to do my best to break away from the Elden Ring jail that I have thrown myself into and start on Tunic in earnest tomorrow. Because Finji's last game, Chicory, was also fantastic and adorable. I know this is a different development team, that Finji's just the publisher, but they know how to publish good shit. Ah, you're in JRPG hell. What are you playing right now, if I might be nosy? And if I am nosy, kindly tell me to fuck off, you know, it's up to you. Ah, love this boss. The giant bulgy skull. I'm a skull man. There's a boss a lot like this in Super Castlevania 4. Atelier Sophie 2. I admit, I know next to nothing about the Atelier series. That is a massive rabbit hole I don't even know where to begin falling down in. This game just has great music all throughout. And another bonus life, bonus life, bonus life. Checklist simulators. I gotta be honest, that doesn't sound like my avenue, personally. But, if you're getting enjoyment out of it, then that's good. As for me, what else do I have to play? Tunic, Stranger of Paradise, and this beat-em-up I've heard of called Young Souls that's really good. I mean, it's probably not Streets of Rage 4, but looks like it's got a good deal of style about it. There we go. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, so I won't. If I have any comments, I'll just comment on it after when I'm near the end. Near or at it. Yeah, there's a giant rock like this in the original Gradius, now that I think about it. Oddly specific thought, but yes. Woo! How about that sprite flicker? This game mostly does a decent job handling all the sprites it does. It's clearly running on more power than the NES port of Gradius was, but it does get to be a little too much for it to handle sometimes. So you can see. SMT5, Monarch, Shining Pearl. Yep. A backlogger's work is never done, is it? Oh yeah! The mini big core trio here. Nice diversion. Yeah, I need to get on SMT5 myself, but I have yet to play SMT4. Or SMT4 Apocalypse, for that matter. Or Strange Journey, for that matter. I'm hugely behind on the SMT series. I mean, SMT Nocturne is one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite RPGs ever. I just really clicked with it, so... I mean, like, you know, naturally I should get into SMT4, right? And SMT5 for that matter, but... I don't know, it just feels like a bit of a tall order for me right now. I was able to play SMT Nocturne at a time when I, had less life responsibilities, but with all the burnout I'm going through now, it's... Yeah, I've heard the SMT4 Apocalypse is damn good. At the least, it's an improvement over SMT4 Original, which I've actually heard relatively, mixed reviews about. And why that is, I'm not exactly sure. I just know it has a kick-ass boss theme to it. But yeah. I'm actually trying to avoid the power-ups if I can help it. Haha. The avoid dance. Oh well, I guess we gotta get that one. Oh, that's throw sucks. Hang on, I gotta concentrate. Well, I made time for Elden Ring, at least. Maybe too much time, but... It was a hell of a journey, and I certainly don't regret it. Now I just need to pop myself away from it, but just... Everything about its design is just so incredibly addicting. Holy shit. Oh yeah, go watch out for the crumblies behind here. For some reason... I don't know why this stage went Egyptian all of a sudden, but here we are. Oh yeah, gotta watch out for that. Sprite flicker is... Dies just as easily as every other boss has so far, though. I mean, for all the good I heard about Final Fantasy 15, I just didn't get into it because I just don't have so much time for RPGs anymore. Then I heard the game was also kind of a mess and incomplete. Like, I heard good, but I also heard not good. I don't know how better to put it, really. Pretty tough onslaught here, I gotta say. Actually, I wonder if the Ripple Laser would be preferable. We'll see with my guns. Really. Careful. hello. Don't let that flame jet get at me there. Wow, look at all the lives I have. This part feels eerily quiet. I'm sure it's going to pick up in a bit. Watch out for the... Oh yeah, here come the Moais. Because it wouldn't be a Gradius game or a Gradius spin-off without them. Although Gradius 5 did quite well without them, so maybe that's not the best statement I can make. And here come the jumping Moai heads, just because. Oh, hey! I just realized my force shield's gone. And here comes the final boss. Puts up a bit more of a fight than he did in the arcade version, but we're mostly dealing with its literal dragon. So it is what it is. Oddly enough, it returns in Gradius 2 Famicom and puts up an actual fight then. That's it. Okay, still a chump. Chump, 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 chump. Oh, all I got now is the escape sequence, which I literally cannot lose no matter how many times I run into walls. So I just wanted to say it, that was a hell of a good play of Life Force, and... no, we're not over yet, I guess. Can't remember exactly what dirty tricks this part pulls off. Well, it's not a one life clear, alas, but man, you really can't deal with more of it. That was so close to not dying at all, though. Maybe I should just stay at the top of the screen. Eh, oh well. Well, looks like I still got it. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. It was indeed a GG. I played the Japanese version because it has actual credits. For some reason, the American version just lingered on Konami's logo while this music played, and that was it. Also, the game pulls a Samus. That's nice. So yeah, it's Life Force, one of my favorite shmups for the system. Stage 3 can bite itself, but, you know, I really proved the Gradius effect full force tonight, so... But what else can I stream? I think I have an idea. Let us go for... excuse me. Let us go for Metal Storm. One of my favorite action games for the game. One of my favorite run-and guns, I guess you can say. I haven't met a single person who dislikes Metal Storm. It is a hell of a good game. For the most part. There is one considerable complaint I have, but... we will, if I get to the end, then we will, cross that bridge when we get to it. Always get those armor points. Get the power beam when you can. The other two power-ups you get just aren't super great, in my opinion. Yes, Metal Storm, the action game all about gravity. Oops. Got too close. Signifying the upcoming boss, who is a chump. You don't even have to go up along its side, you can just stay down here if you have the power beam. Oh dear. Oh, I solved the power beam. Good. May never lose it. I might as well. Okay, there we go. Okay. Minor hiccup there. Oh well. Now really, construction in this stage is impressive, how it's essentially infinite in its vertical construction. Woo! There's an armor point there I could use. Whatever. Yes, this stage is more or less as difficult as it looks. There's a bonus life that we can use. Now you can get smacked by these gates if you flip over too close to them, so you gotta watch out for that. Oh, like there. I almost... I almost bit it big there. Okay. Careful. Oh, we already have the power beam. We can't make it more powerful, I'm afraid, but... Oh. Ooh, watch out for that. Alright. Then the boss. Which is a huge row of these cannon thingies here. Not so difficult, at least it's super. Don't want to get too far in front of him. Of course, this is the only one left. It fires with no frequency, but I actually handled that easier than the first boss, so it is what it is. Still there, bonus? Kind of a quiet night tonight. Yeah, well, I'm just enjoying playing what I'm playing. Hey, no problem. Lurk if you want. I'm just focused in on Metal Storm right now. would say for an Iron game, Milestone was actually semi-merciful, but actually it was a company by the name of Tamtex who developed this one. Iron merely published. Oh. Oh. Alright. That's good. That's good enough. Then we can just totally chump the third boss by standing right here, firing up, and doing diddly dick else. Biggest chump in the game. I'm sure it's tough if you try and fight it the honest way, but I know no such way. This stage is where things start to get a little iffy, though. This is basically an auto-scroller. And, you know how I feel about those. Okay, if you don't know, I'm not a big fan of them, but they exist, and I just gotta deal with them whenever they pop up. Oh, gotta watch out for that. Oh, yeah, right. These cannons don't really die, they just kinda get disabled. Gotta watch out for that. Alright, move along now. This stage is much easier with the power beam. It's the mid-boss, Charlie Brown. Jump them out, though. Alright, back to the rest of the cage. There we go. Whoa, that was close. Huh, C. I don't know what that does. Now, the world may never know. Oh well. I should focus more on dodging those things than shooting them. There you go. Uh-oh. Obviously, you gotta destroy that before you get caged. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a dirty pool. Alright, so we get up here. These ships that shoot off center again. Oh, this is getting heinous. Heinous, heinous, heinous. That word never gets unamusing to say after a while. Aha! The boss. Shit. Well, let's try again, I guess. So I have at least one more life. I don't know how many lives I have. Fuck! Well, looks like that was my last one, so now we gotta do this stupid stage over again. Well, the good news is I only have to do the second half of it again. The bad news is I lost my power beam. Fuck. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, we're back in business. Good. I think this is the only stage in the game that... No, wait, no. There are other stages that are divided into two parts, I think. Shit, we already lost our armor. That's no good. This game be hard sometimes. Okay, at least I know what to expect from these stupid gates this time. There we go. And then comes this part. There. There we go. Alright, let's try that stupid boss again. The boss itself is actually less a threat than the laser cannons that surround it. You can't hit the laser cannons at all if you don't have the power beam. But if you do, and you can destroy them both, and the boss ain't shit. Boom. Now on to stage 5, I remember this one getting distinctly tricky with lasers that can actually track you. That's great. No one flips over as I flip there. Just bust it up close. You can see this getting quite difficult quite quick. See if I can eke out on the side there. Ha ha ha. The most beloved armor point. So we feel a little bit safer. Ah, a rare clear screen power-up. That I will take. Generous with the time limits, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, there's some sort of wall chasing us now. Oops. Oh well. Oh yeah, these things explode into giant waves. That's super. And we just don't stop! Oh shit. I guess that's encouraging you not to shoot so much. Well, I failed the test. There is still a giant spike wall chasing us. These two absolutely cannot be reached no matter what. It's a real dirty dingus of a trick, if I do say so. Oh well. Got it. Now, the boss of the stage, which is by and far the most elaborate boss in the game. There's no cheesing this one. First, it shoots these bouncy lasers. Not so bad. But then it transforms, and then it shoots these accursed square 90-degree lasers that I hate so much when bosses do these. And then it fires large laser walls instead. And then it just cycles between the two and fires more of them at once. It's like you sample the goods before the main event, so to speak. Boom! But I got my first try, so... Good, good. Ooh, clear that stage without biffing it. Stage 4 gave me more trouble. And we go into stage 6, which for all intents and purposes is more or less the last real level of the game. But no, this is no mistake. Oh, shit. It keeps scrolling like that, and, oh boy, it is disorienting. You can only pass through these fire gates, I'm gonna call them. If you're a certain direction. Ah, cock. This is unquestionably the hardest stage in the game, so this might take me a little bit of time to pass. Crap. Yeah, this stage's perspective is very disorienting, to say the least, so... Just gotta sink into it. My power beam, though, I feel so naked. Oh, there it is. There we are. You're thinking I'm going to get crushed or something, but that's not actually how it works. But it is very psychologically disorienting, to say the least. This way? There we are. Now we're on to the latter half. That's an armor point. Let's just wait a little bit here. Okay, there. Okay. That took care of that. Uh-oh! Almost landed right in the fire like an idiot. Ah, missed me. Missed me. Alright. Let's just wait a little bit, consider a move here. Ow. Oh, geez, that's a spike. I landed right on the spike like a dumbass. I deserved that. Ah, shit. I was so close to the end. Oh well. This is Metal Storm and all of its rad, challenging glory. Okay. Alright, so it's quiet now, so... Right. Sadly, we can't destroy these things while we make figure. There! That was the move we were supposed to do last time. And then, this boss, which is pretty crazy. The bosses are your platforms. Also, pretty sure those warships in the background are straight from our type. Shit! Shit! This is unquestionably the hardest boss in the game. Might as well have been the final one. Sorry, that was my phone. I'm just flying along what works naturally here. Hitting them while I can. I appreciate that they turn red to indicate they're about to blow up, though. That way you don't accidentally biff it while you're I got crushed in between... I don't think I've ever had that happen before. That's some bad luck. And unfortunately, we gotta do this part of the stage over again. God damn it. Well, no one ever said this was easy. Especially because it doesn't seem like I'm getting the power beam back. So I've really got my fucking work cut out for me. Excellent. Just fan-goddamn asshole-tastic. Okay. Okay. Let's try the platform machines again. This is taking an immense amount of concentration. Not to mention, since I lack the power beam, it's also taking me longer! No! Might be here a little while. Traveling through space and time. You got yours and I got mine. I will control the wheels and constant motion. Spin and she comes. I can't let up, I can't let go. I can't stop this wheels from turning. Or wherever that song goes. Uh-oh. Whoa! Got him! Yes! 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 Boom. Ha! Well, that's a really tough fight. And I wished I was Metal Stormed full. I would have accepted that as the end. Unfortunately, that's not the end of the game, and I say unfortunately because it's a boss rush. It is just, the final stage is just a straight up, no frills boss rush with absolutely nothing different than when you last fought the bosses. Except for the music, which really is pretty creepy sounding music, but it's not enough, I think, to have to warrant doing this shit all over again. I mean, you even fight the boss that you just fought, and that was a really hard one. So, Metal Storm is 90% of a good game. But that last 10% lays an unfathomable egg. It's too bad, because I mostly love this game. I love how it feels, I love the gravity gimmick. Wow. That actually killed me? Okay, I don't know what happened. This boss usually doesn't do that. Might have just zigged when I should have zagged. But yeah, to trust the rest of the game into just a straight up boring boss rush with no changes from before. It's a drag, it really is. They do at least like boss 5, but again, why am I refighting him? I only just took this thing on like 10 minutes ago. Oh, great. Now, do I have to start the boss rush over? I forget. I honestly don't remember. Oh. Well, if nothing else, we at least start again on the boss we died to earlier, so that's good. At least they make it relatively merciful. But I just wonder, why is this here in the first place? I'm just gonna guess they ran out of budget. Time and/or budget, and they had to throw something in as a climactic filler, so alas, here we are. Yes, I just fought this fight. That I have to do so again so soon is kinda boring. Not that this fight is necessarily boring. In fact, no, it's really tough and on the edge, but again, the fact that I just fucking did this. Just... This is probably one of the worst examples of a boss rush I can think of in an otherwise great game. Of a mandatory boss rush. Now, if a boss rush is like a side bonus mode or something, that's just fine. I might be able to forgive it if the final boss was actually a memorable final boss. Unfortunately, the final boss is just a giant key that you need to shoot 4 times, and that's the end. So a boss rush that builds up to a massive anti-climax is just a huge kick in the nuts. Once again, I mostly love this game, but that final stage is just boring horseplop. I mean to sound so critical, I mostly love Metal Storm, it's just... The thing of it is, though, there's a second loop, and apparently in the second loop, the final boss actually puts up a bit of a fight. But... I think I will opt not to do that for now. You know what? I'll leave a save state. Maybe come back to this later. Yeah, there we go. Oops, save 5. I hold over from my Turtles excursion last night. That being said, though, I think I'm going to cut out early for the night. It's quiet. There's not much buzz going on in the chat. So, I think I'm good with those 2 games. But I gave a good play of both Life Force and Metal Storm, so I can't really argue. Thank you, Mazin. Thank you, Bonus. And thanks to anyone else who may or may not have been lurking around. I am Sotenga. This is Sotenga Stream Stuff. If you like what you see, follow me on YouTube. I'm just Sotenga over there as well. Actually, I put my name as Sotenga Streamerson, which is really stupid, but I did it. You know, follow if you like what you see and you're not following already. Alright, y'all take care, have a good night, and peace.